I'm agree, no problem. But I have a problem when we reach on this creating point.
Okay.
Correct. That students, no doubt, he remembers, understands. To share one example, that a student whom we taught is now able to write a poem in English on his own. So let us take an example of a creating. But I have a doubt. Doesn't it sound ideal?
Now, see, this is the common problem with all language teacher in general and literature background English teachers in particular, that when we talk of creation, we think of poetry or some kind of fictional world only.
Take this example only.
Which is obvious example for any language say teacher. So what we need to remember when we say creation is using his or her own expression, right? He will not be quoting anybody, he will not be imitating anybody, he will be using his own language. And when we discuss in the morning, we are talking about something called autonomy of learning. You put a learner to an say autopilot mode, then he or she would carry on with his learning. As and when required, he or she would come to you for some guidance, but otherwise he or she would be creating his or her own language, right? And that is what we mean by creating. Evaluation, when we say, it's not only of your peers that you evaluate, you also evaluate any piece of art or any piece of language. Let's be away from your quote-unquote word called art. Language, for example, so that the obvious reaction for any language is, like particularly for English language, is either to impress or to depress. So he'll not be impressed by just because it is in English, or not get depressed also because he is not comfortable with this language. He'll be able to evaluate, second last point, right? So he'll be in position to evaluate that whether it is really worth taking note of. If yes, he'll take part in it, he'll get maximum out of it. If it is not, he'll say it's fine, but it's not that impressive. So this analysis, evaluation and the creative, these three are called higher order thinking, and rest of them are called lower order. So they also say these days something called critical thinking. So what do we mean by critical thinking? What they basically mean is that the person is not accepting the facts as they are.
Yes,
he will evaluate, he will analyze, and if need be, he'll also create. And this is what all CEOs and all say technical background people are to learn. And this is on the basis of which induction or all kinds of trainings are also conducted. And if, as a teacher of language, if we can utilize these say Bloom's taxonomy while selecting the methodologies and while applying and implementing also, I think will make more sense. So this, I think, would help to answer what you are asking.
Apart